Hello there and welcome to this lap guide on Watkins Glen. It's week 8 in iRacing 2025 season 3. In the Porsche Cup we finally have the full Watkins Glen layout here and I'm really excited for that. We did a beautiful 147.531. First we're going through the dry conditions here. Since we have a bit of a rain chance, there will also be a lap guide with the wet conditions. And as always, you can get my setups in the Discord for free. I would still appreciate a sub on my Twitch channel, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the conditions here. You can copy them if you want to have the exact same test session. And yeah, it is quite calm, even though the track temp is a bit high, as we can see right here, 43 degrees. So if we look at the lap times here, our sector times are looking pretty much all right, except for that one sector we lost a little bit there. But we're gonna go through the lap now. I'm gonna explain everything and then you will see how Watkins Glen works. Let's go. All right, here we go. First corner. We look at the 300-meter sign. We start the braking right there. Keep it to the left side as much as you can. Try to not clip the grass, of course. And then you aim for this curb. You don't want to hit this curb on the inside here. You just want to get on the outside curb. Hit it perfect and close before you get onto that curb. You can hit the throttle back up again. A bit of trail braking before. Then you try to extend all the way to the outside here. This is not an off track still. It's only an off track if you go off that curb here. You can drag it completely to the end of this curb because there's a little bit of less bumps there. And then you can just enter this corner pretty much straight. Try to not hit the curb on the inside. It will drag you a little bit to the outside. Same here. Try to not hit the curb. And then we go into the inside here. And we're on the straight line. Probably one of the best overtaking opportunities. So what are we doing right here for the bus stop? We look 400 meters or the white line down there on the track. And we start to brake. Fourth gear. Try to get it to the inside as much as you can. Try to not clip the barrier here though. So we go into a trail brake pretty much early here. And then the trail brake just keeps on. You can lift the brakes here for a little moment. And then you keep the trail braking. And then you can increase the throttle as soon as you notice, okay, it's all good. You can go to the inside of the curb. You have to get this right in order to not jump somewhere off the track or something, or not to understeer. And understeer is pretty much easy done here. So try to get the rhythm here. Inside, then inside here again. Then you can go throttle, clip the inside here, and go onto that curb. So basically every curb you can take in the Porsche Cup here. Then we lift the throttle a little bit. We trail brake a little bit. If you are a bit slower here, maybe third gear fits you better. If you are going too fast into the corner and you have a lot of understeer, try a third gear. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit more. As than that, I try fourth gear right now. It seems good. So then we can drag it to the outside here. You want to keep it all the way to the inside in that corner though. And then you can go fully onto this curb. Here you can look down there. There's a little patch of new grass there. And before that, we start to brake. So like right here, we start to brake. Third gear, get to the inside a little bit earlier than you might think. You have basically no grip because of the angle you have in this corner here. Then we keep it to the inside and kind of mid-corner, we start to throttle again. Be careful. Listen to your car here, listen to your force feedback, trail brake like the whole corner, and then you try to increase the throttle pretty much aggressive here. And you have to be careful to not oversteer, because that's easy done in that corner. So, then next corner, we approach here, 200-meter sign, we start to brake, and we go into third gear, go to the inside, and as soon as you are on that apex, you can increase the throttle again. As you can see, Watkins Glen is a lot of trail braking every time. And same here with the oversteer, just manage the throttle a little bit and everything is fine. Then right here, 200-meter sign, we start to brake again. third gear. Third gear works good for me. You can try second if you want to. Second was too low for me. I use the third gear here. It feels better. The exit feels better as well. Then you can extend all the way to the outside. You try to go to the right side right here as much as you can. Third gear, the brake point here is kind of, you have to get a feeling for that because, well, there's basically nothing going on there. You can kind of look at it as you approach this sign here. Then you can go third gear, trail brake. I keep it third gear. Pretty much the same as the corner before. If you can try second gear. Third gear works better for me because second gear slows me a lot more down here, and that is definitely not good for the corner. I missed the corner a little bit here. That's exactly what we missed right there. And then you go to the outside here, 200 meter sign, and you lift the throttle right before that 100 meter sign. And you get back on the throttle as early as you can. Maybe in a stage of the race you can even only lift the throttle a bit and not completely down to 0%, maybe something like 20. That could work. I don't know if that will work, but we'll see if it's working in the races. Then right here, you can jump onto the curb here on the right side. You try to go to the left side as early as you can again, because you have to line up for the last corner. That is pretty much important. As soon as this tire barrier disappears, a little bit before, you start to brake. I keep it fourth gear. Same here, you can try on third gear. Fourth gear works perfect for me. And early on the throttle again, because you want to get a crazy great exit here. So, early on the throttle, as you can see, we brake here, and then we go into the throttle, we extend it to the outside here, and this is pretty much Watkins Glen, and this is how you do a 147.531 right here. So I hope this helped you a lot, and if you want to see how you can do Watkins Glen in the wet conditions, then just look down in the description. There is the lap guide for the wet conditions. And yeah, other than that, I hope I see you on track this week, and I hope we can enjoy a lot of Watkins Glen races since we have finally the full layout, and I'm really excited for that. I hope this helped you, and we're gonna see each other in the streams. Adios!